Well, pure class and records were on display on the final of the 2021-2022 UEFA Champions League in Paris on Saturday. Spanish giants Real Madrid beat English side Liverpool 1-0 to claim their 14th title in the competition. Now, the Reds suffered another Champions League heartbreak on a chaotic night in Paris and failed to avenge the 2018 loss in Kiev as Vinicius Junior's second half goal clinched the trophy for Madrid. The manager of Spanish team, Carlo Ancelotti, also becomes the first coach to win the title 4 times. Fantastic stuff. Bikio, let's start with the success story of Real Madrid. You know, they beat the top 3 teams in England, from Chelsea to Man City and now Liverpool. In your opinion, are they worthy to be referred to as champions?
Yes, they are worthy champions. Any team that beats Man City especially, if you can survive Man City with their press, their counter press and domination of teams. If you can survive them, you must be a very good team, you know. And Real Madrid showed character to even get past Man City, because on that day I had given up that, look, this thing is beyond Real Madrid. I felt it wasn't their night. But they came back. They came back and came back from 2 goals and eventually got the winner. So it's a team that was destined to win this tournament, because if you observe, even in the group stages, they didn't do well. They didn't play well earlier in the competition. The team that won backstreet team, Sheriff, can beat. They beat Real Madrid now. But to come back from that disappointment, it shows that in football sometimes, no matter the disappointment that you have, just keep trudging on. Look at Mourinho. Mourinho was beaten, I think, 6-1 or so by one small team.
Yeah.
In the early stage of the conference league. But he ended up leading Roma to win the tournament. So Real Madrid have shown that when it comes to the Champions League, they are a different animal. They don't joke with the Champions League. They believe that the Champions League is their birthright. They believe that when it comes to the Champions League, they are head and shoulders above everyone. You know? So that is what we have seen. This coach won it with them, left the team, came back, won it with them again. You know, it just shows that Real Madrid is a team with tremendous character. And Liverpool are hoping to win a quadruple. And I'm like, Manchester United has not won anything in 5 years. You are thinking of winning a quadruple. Quadruple what? It's not the only quadruple, now quintuple.
I think Real Madrid showed pedigree. When it comes to the Champions League, they're the most successful club. They've won it 14 times. Yeah. They won it 3 years in a row. They won it back-to-back. The only club to so do. So they have the pedigree. There was a time I was in Madrid. So I went on a tour of the Bernabeu. When you get to the first floor of the stadium, there is a place, it's like trophy room, and they have a museum, the Real Madrid Museum there. If you get to that museum and you watch clips of earlier successes of players of Real Madrid, if you're a player of Real Madrid, when you watch that, there's no way you will not be inspired. When it comes to Champions League, they've done a lot of things that other clubs can only dream of doing. And the time when they won in the semi-final against Man City, I knew that their name is already on the cup, because football matches like that only come once in a while, you know. Real Madrid didn't have a shot on goal in 90 minutes. They scored their first goal when they brought Rodrigo in he came in as a substitute, and they scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and the tide changed. They scored their first goal in the 90th minute, and just 1 minute after, they scored the second goal and went to extra time where they got the penalty and won the goal. After that match, I knew that there's nothing Liverpool could do. The name is already written on. Another thing that makes it easier for them to win that competition is because of the teams they met in the semi-final and in the final.
Yeah.
Both Man City and Liverpool play the high line. They play the high line and they play the high press. You know, they call it Gege press. They play the high press. So they high up the pitch, they take you on and shock you. They suffocate you in a way that even when they lose the ball, they collect the ball back quickly. But the problem with that kind of style is that there's always room behind the defenders for an attacker to run into. And when you have an attacker like Junior, that plays for Real Madrid, he's very fast and he thrives on space. You understand? Yeah. So that is why they were able to concede that goal, because they had that hard press. Immediately Real Madrid was able to beat the press. There was that space behind the defenders, and Junior was able to run in and score that goal.
Right, Jide, let's face the reality. The Champions League was delayed by 30 minutes. There was traffic with Liverpool players arriving 20 minutes late. Liverpool fans also coming to Paris without tickets. And then in 1966, the World Cup trophy was stolen in England and later found by a dog. So is there any such thing as a perfect system, or if this could have happened in the West, what lessons must have been learned?
But with, you know, English fans are noted for their bad behavior, especially when playing in big tournaments like this. They are lucky to get to the final. Even you saw what they did at the European, on the day of the European Cup final. When they lost to Italy, they started destroying everywhere. Also, they are noted for this bad behavior, constant drinking, you know, taunting opposing fans, seeking always to pick up a fight with rival fans and all that. So I'm not surprised about those wild scenes just outside the stadium, but I believe that UEFA should have organized things better. This is a shame to UEFA that they allowed this to happen. Liverpool fans without tickets, you're just misbehaving outside the match venue. I think UEFA should have
because we always imagine that the white
to manage the situation. Board, with the English fans, the English fans, they are known for such bad behavior. They do it all the time.
In fact, they are better now. They used to be. But
what they did, move around. What they did after the European Cup, I'm like, what's going on? They were destroyed. They were vandalizing department stores, shops, you know, by the side of the road just because England didn't win.
That's way backward. Mayor, do you see any other team displacing Real Madrid as UEFA Champions, you know, anytime soon? When
this particular Real Madrid team, they were not too fantastic, you know. But like I said, they have pedigree when it comes to the European Championship, and there is no club that even come close when it comes to Champions League. It's like the Champions League is made for them. Even when they are not very good, they still excel when it comes to the Champions League. Like I said, they were the only club that won Champions League back-to-back. People used to say that it's impossible to win Champions League back-to-back. But they did it. Even Zinedine, as their coach, won it 3 years on the bounce. You understand? So when it comes to Champions League, I don't think any other club has the pedigree of Real Madrid. When it comes to Champions League, they are the Lord of the Minor.
They also share the same
yes, and it shows. Sometimes, I remember 1 year, they were fourth in the league, but they still won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Fourth in the league.
Under Zidane, yes.
Yes, Zidane was there, but they managed to win the league, the Champions League that year. Even on those occasions that they won, they were winning it back to back. They were not doing well in the league. Barcelona was dominating them in the local league, you know. But when it comes to Champions League, you see people like Ronaldo, they are ready to die, or they win the Champions League, despite their poor domestic form. So this is Real Madrid. As far as they are concerned, the Champions League is like their personal property. They don't joke with it. Some clubs have never won it. Some have won it just 1 or 2 times. But they were the first to win it 10 times. And the year that they won it, they were talking about La Decima, that they want to win it the 10th time, and they succeeded. And after that, they've won it 4 times. So it's tremendous. The history of the club is rich in terms of conquests that they've recorded in the Champions League. They always find a way to grind out a result. I don't think they were the best in this tournament.
No, they're not.
They were outplayed so many times. They were lucky against PSG.
They were lucky against Chelsea too.
If the away goal rule had not been scrapped, PSG would probably have qualified.
Yes.
Because they will have realized that, okay, this was what we needed. But somehow they managed to eliminate PSG after losing the first leg.
Apart from being a champion, you see luck also, smiled on them.
Yes, luck. I think against Chelsea they rode their luck because there were occasions that Chelsea should have buried the game. So,
even against Man City.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, the man of the match was their keeper.
Yes.
The man of the match was their keeper because he made about 5 saves.
In the first half, the first 30 minutes, Liverpool was on top.
Yes.
But they couldn't get a goal. So sometimes in football, all you need to do is just take your chance. Take your chance when it comes. They didn't create many openings.
Yeah.
But one of the very few openings that they created, they managed to tuck in the goal. And that was it. And
they were able to defend very well.
It's not all about possessions anyway, but then really the amount of goals
that you actually score. What you do with that possession.
Possessions.
Yes.
So, but officiating actually plays a major role when it comes to competition. So, how do you assess this? UEFA Champions League?
The officiating was very good.
Talking about the final.
Yes, I can't pick the name of the referee now, but he was also the one that refereed the last year's final. So it's a top European referee. And because of the introduction of VAR, that has been able to solve a lot of problems. Even if there are referee mistakes, the VAR will come in and solve that problem. There was a goal that was disallowed because it was very tight, and all that. So VAR has been able to enhance the performance of the referees. So we don't really have much problem because it's the European Union that introduced the VAR. So I think that has assisted the referee to a large extent. So I don't see any problem with officiating.
Right. I'd like to get to your final point, your thoughts on this particular issue, this particular one, Mayor and BKO. Before we go, lastly, really, yes, it is a World Cup year, but would you say that Karim Benzema has done enough to win Ballon d'Or?
Yes, he's by a long shot the favorite to win it, and it will be a big travesty if he doesn't get it. Don't forget, he returned to the French national team and he's been doing well there. He's been doing well, so he's done very well. Did well in the domestic league, did well in the Champions League, did well even for France. So if they make him winner of the Ballon d'Or, I want to believe that they will have made the right choice.
They also share the same view. No one is going to compete with him.
I want to align with that. There's no doubt that he's going to win Ballon d'Or. Nobody can deny him that. Even other players have already started mentioning that, because when you look at his records, he scored over 30 goals in La Liga. He practically carried Real Madrid to this final that we saw yesterday. Most critical times were his goals that saved them. And then for the national team too, once he came in, he had issues of this problem with one of the players and all that. And he was exiled from the national team for some time. But since he was recalled, he has performed admirably well. He is one of the most underrated strikers in La Liga and world football. And I think the problem was that because of Ronaldo and the influence of Ronaldo, when Ronaldo was in Real Madrid, they didn't give him his due. So it is now that people have started noticing his talents. As an African brother, because from Algeria, though he's a French citizen, I am very happy for him. He shows the kind of talent we have in Africa. Though a lot of them have migrated and started using other countries Like in his own case, he plays for France, but he's from Algeria. He's from Algerian descent. So I'm very happy. There is no doubt that he's going to win Ballon d'Or, and I think he's well deserving.
So you think Real Madrid coach actually did fantastically well?
Yeah, he has shown that he's a really special coach. To have won this tournament 4 times.
4 times.
To have won the league in the top 5 leagues in Europe, to have won in each of those countries. He has won the league in each of the top 5
leagues,
European countries. No coach can match that record for now. No coach has that record. It shows, and
no one will come close.
Yes, the only thing is he doesn't have cheerleaders like Mourinho, like Pep. He's a
quiet plastic guy,
kind of person who doesn't talk much, but his achievements are legendary. If he had cheerleaders, people are ready to write beautiful prose about him, the way they do about Mourinho, the way they do about Pep Guardiola, and even your club. Yeah. Honestly, people will appreciate him a lot more. But he has achieved what those coaches have not achieved, and he deserves.
He won Champions League as a player twice.
Yes,
he won Champions League as a coach 4 times. He has won in all the 5 leagues. You understand? He's the only coach that have played the European League final 5 times. He lost one.
Just like they said, so do not make your noise, but let your achievements make the noise for you.
Liverpool reached 5 finals. 3 finals out of the last 5.
5, yes, 3.
It shows that it's a club on the ascendancy. Hopefully they will be back next year.
What their outing will be, what their performance will be in the next outing.
Man City deserves to win the Champions League.
No, by acquiring
it remains to be seen.
Haaland,
I think they will win.
I think they will take some stopping.
It remains to be seen.
This next season, it will be tough to stop them.